Today I'm going to teach you how to make a tie blanket. Now, there are many reasons that you might want to make a tie blanket. For instance, they make very good gifts for your boyfriend or your friend because they're very meaningful and they're homemade, like you make them yourself. And they're also very good pet beds because they collect pet hair very well, and you can lay them down in your car if you don't want to get your pet's hair all over the place. And the first step, you'll need to pick a theme. Now, boys usually go in the way of sports because they just love sports so much. I don't really understand it, but girls usually pick patterns that are polka dots or animal print, and usually people pick one solid color on one side, and then on the other side they have their print. Now, other people can do like they did in this picture and have prints on each side, which is what I did for my boyfriend. And the next step is to decide a size. Now you need to decide your size based on yards, because your yards, it doesn't come in feet, it comes in yards, so you have to remember that there's 3 feet in yard. And most material is only 58 to 60 inches wide, so you can't have a blanket any wider than that. And then your blankets, remember, will be 8 inches shorter from length and width. And then the next step is to line up your materials. And make sure that your printed sides are facing out, because if they face in, they may look softer on the outside, but your prints could be backwards. So if there's a word, it would be backwards. So that's not very good. And then the next step is to cut off the excess material. And in the former picture, it showed that there's white curls of material that you need to cut off, and there's also, maybe your materials might be wider than one material, or it's longer than you thought it was going to be. So just cut off the excess material. And the next step is you need to cut 4-inch squares, like it shows right here, out of each corner. And then you need to make 4-inch incisions, as you would say, that are 2 inches wide along all sides. And then the next one is tying, and you need to make double knots along one side. And then make sure you only cut the one side and double knot one side, and then go on to the next side. Because, oh, you're fine. You're fine. Because if you don't, then you will get unlined in your material, and then it will be very hard to know which side goes with the other. Now, some people, like on this blanket, they tie it, double knot it so that the opposite color is showing with this material, which is what I like to do, but other people, like on this material, they make the same side showing on there. And then make sure your last step is to stretch your material. Now, many people don't do this, but I found that it's very good to do, because if you don't, your blanket usually looks like this when it's finished. It usually has more of an oval shape. But if you want to make it more rectangular like this one, you need to slowly take the ends of your blanket and pull them apart. It may make a ripping sound, but that's okay. They're tie blankets, so they're going to have holes anyways. And then when you're done, it should look like a square, and then you're finished. And now you can either give it as a gift or put it over your pet's bed or find a new use for it. Thank you.